Hi guys, it's B, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make a super cute and easy styrofoam snowman. So, to make the little styrofoam snowman, you are going to need 4 toothpicks, styrofoam balls of all different sizes. You're going to need one big, one medium, and one small. And you're going to need some plain styrofoam, a pencil, a piece of cardboard, some dark blue or black paper, some white string, and you can either have some blue string or pink or purple. It depends on what color you want, because this will be for the scarf, and so I'm going to use blue, but if you want to use a different color, go ahead. Googly eyes, and scissors. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take out 3 styrofoam balls, one small, one medium, and one big. Okay, and so now you're going to take one of your toothpicks, and before we put the toothpicks, we're going to put the styrofoam balls onto this toothpick, but before we do that, you're going to want to take your scissors and you're going to trim the bottom of this down so then it'll be flat so we can stick it on the cardboard. So it's best to have some sort of surface that you can cut the styrofoam on, because it'll get kind of messy. So I have this board here, so then I can glue stuff and cut stuff on it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a little bit and as evenly as possible, we're just going to trim it down a little bit. So you're going to want to trim it down so then it's as flat as you can get it. And then you'll take your toothpick and you will stick all the styrofoam balls onto it. And put the middle one on first, and then put the little one on. And then you have a little bit of room left for the bottom one. And it's okay if he's a little bit tilted to the side. That's completely fine. And if you need to, trim that down a little bit more. So, next we're going to take 2 more toothpicks, and we're going to stack them just like that. And we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut off the pointed tips, just on the top though. So we're going to grab those, we're going to set them aside, and once you have your dull tips and your sharp tips, you're going to take the sharp tips and you're going to put them on the side of your snowman as arms. So you can put them one up and one down, or you can put them both up or both down. It's however you want it. And so I'm going to put one up, and then I like to put one kind of down. There we go. And so once we have done that, we are going to now take whatever color yarn you're using. I'm using blue. Like I said, you can use pink or purple. And if you want to make a girl instead of a boy, you can always change the color of the hat, or maybe do hair or something, or change the color of the scarf. So you're going to want to get a pretty long piece, so then you have lots of room to mess around with the string and find it exactly how you want it. So we're going to have the two ends conjoin, and we're going to take the little loop up here and just put that around. And we're going to kind of put it off to the side a little bit. And we're going to squeeze right there. And we're going to put our finger here, and we're just going to tie a knot. Just like that. Okay, so keep it nice and loose. And what you're going to do is you're going to adjust it to the side or in the middle, however you want it, and then you can go ahead and pull this down. So then it creates a nice little knot right there. And it'll stay nice and tight. And then you can just trim it down to as long as you want. So it can be super long, or it can be super short, or it can be kind of in the middle. It's your choice. And now once we've done that, we're going to want to take our eyeballs and we're going to put them on his head. But before we do that, it might be a good idea to do the hat first. So we're going to take our hat, and what you're going to do is you're going to find, like I said earlier, something really dark, some paper that's really dark. Cardstock works best. So whether it's black or dark blue, this is just really dark blue. And you're going to take your pencil and you're going to draw out a little top hat. I don't know if you can see the little top hat that I drew out here. But you're just going to draw a little top hat onto your paper, and then you're going to cut it out. And you're going to want to make sure that when the paper is like this, you're going to want to fold it over when you cut. So then it makes two little hats so you can glue them together. Okay. So now you can just trim it down how you want it. So then it can be pretty even on both sides. It's okay if one side's a little lopsided or one's bigger than the other. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our toothpick and we're going to want to just cut it, not in half, but we're going to cut off the tip again. And if you did save the little tip right here, you can either just leave this like this, or you can cut off a little tip for the nose. So I'm just going to leave this like this since I have a little tip. And what we're going to use it for is the hat. So when we have the hat, just like this, see it made two pieces. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip them like that, and we're going to put them together, just like so. If you have any pencil marks that you don't want people to be able to see, then you can do that. If you don't, then you can just leave it like that. So we're going to take the top hat and we're just going to put it right there, and we're going to flip it over. And we're going to take our glue and our toothpick, and we're going to just glue the hat and the toothpick together. So first what we're going to do is we're just going to put some glue all along there, and then we're going to put some on the upper part of the hat. And you can kind of spread it around if you need to. You can always take the toothpick and use that to spread it around, because it's going to get glue on it anyway. Okay, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the toothpick and we're going to put about that much right there, right in the middle. Press it down, and then we're going to take the top part of our hat and we're going to put it just right there and press down. And we're going to lift that up. And you are going to close this together. And you might have to hold it for a few minutes. So this will take maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Or maybe, I would say it would range anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, depending on how much glue you used. So you're just going to hold this together for a little while and let it dry. And then once it's stuck together pretty well, then you can just let go and let it finish drying. So mine is pretty much stuck together, and so you can just kind of put that off to the side. And if you have glue everywhere, kind of like I do, then you're going to want to set it down, and then after a few minutes, flip it over so then nothing gets stuck. Okay, so as you can see, this is done drying, and I have cut it down a little bit shorter, the toothpick, because I just wanted it a little bit shorter. So you can have yours really long or really short, it's your choice. But once you have this, you're going to stick it right on the top and right in there. There you go. Okay. And so next we're going to want to take our eyeballs, our nose, and our mouth, and we're going to assemble them onto the face. So first I like to start with the nose. See, I have this little toothpick right here. And I like to start with the nose and put it right in the middle, so then I can start assembling everything else once I figure out how I want the little nose on the snowman. So we're just going to stick the nose right there into his face, and then we're going to take our marker and we're just going to draw him a little smiley face. You can also take off the bottom one if you need, or the top, if it's easier to take off the top one or the bottom one or whatever, and draw on the mouth. So you're just really going to want to take your marker, just get on in there, and make him a little smiley face. There we go. That's pretty good. And you can see the little scarf right there. And we'll put this back on his head where it belongs. Okay, there we go. And now comes the eyes. So we're going to want to take our glue once again. And we're going to put 2 little spots where we want our eyes. It's just 2 little dots of glue. Right there. And we'll stick on our eyes. So these also can take anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes to dry. These are a little bit quicker though to dry. So while those are drying, I'm going to show you guys how you can create the little bottom thing that he's going to be sitting on. It's right here. So first we're going to take off the bottom, and we can just set him aside to dry. Okay. So For the cardboard, it's just a little piece of cardboard that you can cut out really fast. It doesn't need to be perfect. Ah. Mine's a little uneven, but that's fine. And just make sure it's pretty big. It's big enough to stick your little snowman ball right there and then have some little room right there so you can put decorations on it. So we're going to flip our snowman upside down so then the flat part is facing up. We're going to take our glue and we're just going to glue this down. Really make sure you get the edges of the styrofoam because this, the bottom needs a lot of glue so then it'll stick very well. So while that's drying and while our eyeballs are drying, we are going to take this white yarn that we cut off to make a little snow, and that's where the other styrofoam comes in to make snow too. So you're just going to want to take out a little chunk of styrofoam, and I have a little chunk right here. And you're going to take your scissors, and for the yarn you're just going to get little pieces like that. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to put this off to the side so it can sit right there, and we're going to take this and we're going to want to take our glue and we're going to pick a side to do first. So we'll do the front first. And we're just going to cover that in glue. Spread it around. Really nice and really good. And also you can put a little ring of glue around your little snowman right there to make sure, ensure that it's glued down well enough. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to take our, I was going to say snow, I mean styrofoam. It is going to be our snow. And like I said earlier, make sure you have a good surface to do this on because it's going to get messy. So over our glue, we're going to take our styrofoam and just cut it into little pieces. And if it doesn't go on, and mine is going onto the board, it's okay, you can just pick it up and sprinkle it on. That gives the snow a little bit more sparkle to it without having to use any glitter or anything like that. Okay, so now that we have a little bit on there, now we're going to take some of our yarn and we're just going to stick that on there, and then we'll put a little bit more glue on the top and put styrofoam and then yarn. So then we have this nice little pattern. So now once we've done that layer, now we're just going to take a little bit more glue and just put that on there. Okay, so it depends on how much snow you want, if you want there to be a lot of snow or just a little snow on the bottom. So I'm just going to do kind of a medium amount of snow. And now we're going to move on to the side. Okay, so I ended up going for a lot of snow this time. And like I said earlier, it's your choice how much snow you want. And you can take big little pieces of styrofoam, just cut that and just put it on there really fast, and it doesn't take too long to dry either. So now we can check on our eyeballs, see how they're doing. So they're still drying. And we're going to, there we go, put him back with his lower body. And now, once it's all dry and everything, you are all set to go. So this is what he looks like from all angles. You can also, if you want, put little pieces of snow on him. I like to put a little snow on his arms sometimes. Or you can put a little snow on his hat. Just kind of make it look like he's been out in the snow for a little while, and now he's starting to get snow on him. And you can put some on the rest of his body too. That's really easy. There we go. So that's it for our little snowman. And now he's all built, and this is a really great thing for when it gets to be winter, because you can just put these around your house, and they're just cute little decorations to make with friends or family, or even by yourself. And you can make a whole little family or something if you wanted.
Thanks for watching my how to make a super easy styrofoam snowman. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye!